Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy John from John's Reptile Page. Guys, today's video is going to be on Madagascar roaches. And I don't know if you noticed, but my girlfriend has been taking care of them. She's been breeding them, nurturing them, and just, she loves these guys so much. So now, guys, I'm going to shoot her a couple of questions, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right. Why you like Madagascar roaches so much?
I like them because they're simple and they don't require a lot in their care. Just make sure they're hydrated, make sure they have their food, and you don't bother them as much, and they'll do their own reproducing. They'll do their thing. They don't infest your house if they should ever get loose, which is a great thing. They can't survive without the food, and I just like them because they're really calm and they don't really give much to do.
So these are hissing
cockroaches, Madagascar cockroaches.
So if you touch them, they will hiss, like.
Yes.
And from what I learned, it's like somebody try to invade their territory, they will all hiss at the same time.
Yeah, yes, to scare them away. But I also like for you to catch how her Uthaka is coming out.
So is that the way she's giving birth?
Well, she's not giving birth. This is like the same like birthing the exoskin of the egg. Okay, so she allows it to air dry, which I'm really confused right now because if it looked like she was about to deliver it about half an hour ago. It was much longer out her body, and now it's getting shorter. So I'm trying to understand if she's maybe trying to push it back in, or is she really trying to get it out? I don't know if she's bothered right now. So I'm also learning in the process. This is probably like the second or third time I see a real Uthaka, and I'm pretty impressed. They say that only if your Madagascars are healthy, you will get healthy Uthakas. They said if they're not healthy, they will not be, extracting their own Uthakas, or if not, they won't come out as perfect. They will be more crackhead looking. I don't know how to explain it.
Like skinny?
Very much.
Okay. So a little I like the way you set up your tank. So you actually set this up yourself?
Yes.
So you bought a 10-gallon?
I bought 10 gallons. I bought the leaves off of PetSmart, and this was maybe like $3.99. This was like $4.99. Cheap and cute, but very simple.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So I'd like for you guys to see what I'm seeing. So this is what I got earlier, which was what drew my attention to the tank. And now, if you can see, it's a lot shorter. So I'm not sure what she is trying to do.
I'm big. Mommy?
So
Right here. I'd like for you to catch that. See?
Oh, it is definitely going back in. Definitely. And these guys, you can tell you're taking very good care of them because they're very healthy and big.
That coloration is really nice.
So another question is, how could you tell the difference between a male and a female?
I can always tell by the head. The female has small horns, very smooth horns, and the males, they have more of a sharper, pointy.
Okay.
But definitely also by the abdomen, because on the abdomen, the male has about three segments until their lower abdomen, while the female only has one. So if you can't tell by the horns, you can always look on the abdomen, and that's how you should be able to tell.
A little back on the hissing. So basically, when other insects try to invade their colony, they will all hiss at the same time?
At the same time to scare them off, yes.
So they would definitely sound like snakes or something, right?
Yep. Just
Okay.
a sound.
Nice. So imagine if your guys are walking amongst thousands of these guys and you hear, you think they're snakes or something. So you, as an adult, would definitely run away.
I will run as well, yes.
Okay, I see this one is still doing her thing. And the Uthaka is definitely getting smaller, as you said. But good thing you got earlier footage. Another thing, I see the way you spray your tank, you spray the glass.
I like to keep the humidity in the tank, being that they're very tropical bugs. And, you know, so like that they can drink. Like I said, I also have buffalo beetles in here, so I like to keep them hydrated so they're not eating each other or, you know, messing with each other.
Right. Okay, so you have a cleaning crew.
Yes, I do.
So what the cleaning crew does for your tank?
We got another Madagascar back here hiding. But yeah, basically they just clean anything from dead stuff, from dead, you know, old food, and, you know, anything that doesn't belong in a tank, like they basically take care of that.
I see them here. So actually, as you spray the tank, they actually...
Yeah, they come on, they drink the water because they like to stay hydrated.
I see the little crew that you have here, okay. So do you recommend everybody have a cleaning crew?
I personally recommend if you have roaches, it's very good to have a cleaning crew. Because, you know, it's very hard to have to separate them and have to take the dirt. For instance, in a case where I have buffalo beetles, you know, like imagine if this would have been another type of worm or maybe an infestation that's not something that I wanted, you know.
Right, exactly.
As like, for instance, they have mites, you know, so buffalo beetles also eat stuff like that. So it's very helpful on my side instead of having to separate them or having to go through the dirt and straining them to make sure there's nothing in the dirt that don't belong, you know, but they're very helpful. And they don't bother them at all, which I totally love. And it's no high maintenance as long as you keep them hydrated and give them a little bit of their dog food. They say that dog and cat food is higher in protein than regular fruits.
So I know, as me being your #1 fan, because, you know, I have reptiles, and me trying to pick one of these guys is like freaks me out sometimes, but I got used to it. Like, I guess with anything, you get used to it. And I must admit, guys, if you guys are into these kind of roaches, these guys don't infestate your home if they get out. They don't smell.
Not at all.
You know, I walk past the house every time inside, and you don't smell nothing. And I see you got the yellow tape, and I guess that's for flies.
Yes, that's to like just avoid, you know, roaches or, you know, regular roaches or flies or fruit flies or anything, you know. I have them on outside also. Very helpful. You take a layer of olive oil or Vaseline, and you take a thick layer and you put it on the top. So for instance, if they ever birth or anything, you know, they don't come out. Because when they first started giving birth, I had them here, and as you can see, I put some tape on the lid because I don't want them coming out from the sides.
Okay, cool. So that's your own, basically, like,
my own way
alarm
of doing
system.
It. Yeah, definitely.
You're not getting in and you're not getting out.
Yeah, getting in or getting out. That's it.
I like your setup, and, you know, and guys, she didn't spend a lot of money on setting up this tank. And when I first saw the tank, I thought she spent like $100-something. I thought she went out and bought a whole new tank. And I'm like, you know, did you buy a new tank? She said, no, the same 10-gallon tank that we had. I just put used to it. And as you see,
dirt is very cheap. You know, you get a brick of that, and you also have some for later. Then the coconut was, you know, very cheap. Everything was very economical here.
See if you could get one to his.
There's a big girl right here.
Yeah.
They used to me already.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
They used to me already. I got one hiding here too.
Yeah, I don't want to disturb them too much because you got one, we don't know what's going on with her. She's in labor or she's just, you know, showing off for the camera. These guys are really smart guys.
Like, this is a male right here.
And then the hideouts that they have, you know, it looks pretty cool. So, from my understanding, you have babies?
Yes.
All right, guys, we're gonna put the lid back on this so we can put the babies here on top. See the layer of protection, guys. So, these are the children, right? Wow, I also like this setup. So, the babies I see, they're in the corners, okay? So, they all hang out together, I guess. They don't ever fight each other, anything like that?
No, they usually stick together.
So do you also spray this tank?
Yes, and they also hiss.
Okay. So do you have their own little portion of cleaning crew or not in this tank?
Yeah, in this tank I have very few, not too much.
Okay.
I don't want to do too much with this tank. because as they do grow, I am gonna put them back in the older one, in the bigger tank. But just for now, I wanted to separate them, you know, to monitor their growth, monitor that they're eating, you know, and everything before I do put them back with the big guys. Because like I said, you don't have to separate them at birth because they are good parents. They're like dubia roaches. You know, once they have birth, they won't birth again unless you separate them because they're very good parents. In this case, they'll continue, you know, and they give birth every few months to about 2-3 dozens in a pod. So they're very
So in other
cool.
words, they don't leave their babies behind.
They do not.
That's great.
See, as you can guys see, I don't know if y'all can peep it in here. Look at all my little guys hiding.
Look at that. I love this setup. You know, these
Look at
plants.
that. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Can
Look
you
at
see
that.
it?
These plants look a little familiar.
Oh, yeah?
They was taken from one of my tanks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, see, guys.
Look, guys.
It's not what you take, it's how you take it.
Look.
Look at all the babies in there, guys. This is pretty amazing. So you actually have nature in your own home.
That's right.
It just takes a little care and love, correct?
That's right. And so they're all just hiding in there.
So when you remove the babies, do the mothers like show any aggression?
Not at all.
Okay. Wow, this is pretty cool. And like I said, guys, I was never into bugs like this, but it's pretty cool. Look at that. I have my own personal breeder. And would you say this is a good, like, a relaxation for some people that...
This is true therapy. Bugs don't hurt nobody.
Exactly. Only humans hurt humans, correct?
That's right. That's how I learned to love them.
Look at that. And they also got their own food, you know.
They also got the yellow strip for, you know, protection of other bugs. As you can see, the little fruit flies. Also the Vaseline layer on the top so that they are very small and slim, so you don't want them coming out the cracks. So you like to make sure that you keep enough of the grease on the top so they can slide as they try to go up.
So what would you say to young kids out there that are into bugs and would like to? Would you say do research? Because a lot of people like get bugs and they don't understand that if you don't know how to take care of them, they will kill them.
Definitely do some research before you. A lot of people look at bugs like, oh well, they're bugs, they don't feel, but I don't feel the same. And I do think that they need love. You know, like these are little babies and the mommies just like us, you know, and they don't bother anybody. They're very chill. They don't bite, you know, and I think this is something that kids that don't have nothing better to do should do, you know, and I think you're learning at the same time and you're exploring, you know, different things, and it's curiosity is very good for me, you know, and my children, I also like to teach my children about them, and it's a really good hobby. It's a very good hobby.
Yeah, guys, bugs is not like, and reptiles are not like a pair of sneakers. It's just not for the hype. Right. You're not gonna get into them for the love and to take care of them as you should. Don't get involved, because we know people that get bugs and reptiles just for the hype. Next thing you know, don't take care of them. I'm also including dogs. You know, if you're not gonna take care of your dogs or anything, don't even bother, because they're the ones that suffer at the end. I also want to thank you for this video, for taking the time out to making this video with me, and enjoy your bugs, and may you grow, because she's an upcoming breeder, guys. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, guys, if you want to see another video like this one. We're out of here. Thank you so much again.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe to John's Reptile page.